Alright guys, so we are at it again. We're at the doll making factory. And we're going to finish up these dolls. This guy is done. So this is the one from last night. This was the last one that we did. We just need to spray the back of her. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Hit the like button. So this one's really heavy. But we're going to make the back of her dress dirty. And then call her done. Alright, so this one's done. Now we got Hansel's head. Yesterday, if you missed it, we decapitated Hansel from Hansel and Gretel. So we're going to finish him. I don't really like how this turned out, so if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. So I guess that's gonna do a little bit more perma blood on here. Hey Salway, how are you this evening? Hello everybody watching. In case you're wondering what's going on, I do a large yard hunt, and we're doing a scene with a bunch of infested dolls, or a farmhouse that's infested with dolls. And last night there were a bunch, like it was really humid and there was a thunderstorm here, so there were a bunch, like a lot of this did not dry right. So we're just gonna fix some of these and then we'll probably start a new one. But this is the stump of Hansel's head. And the perpetrator is just this young lady here, and she's going to be holding Hansel's head. So tons of permablood. I guess she's too heavy for the stand. But now we're going to attach Hansel's head to her hand. Oops. Oh, and then we also got some green paint on Hansel's base. So I'm just going to smear some permablood on it, which it really didn't take good, so. Hey, keep it real. Yes, it's scary. Sardine breath. You bet I like touching clown feet. Huh. That's awesome. Well, sardine breath, you might be right. But you might be wrong. So let's get this guy's. Thanks, Sardine Breath. That's awesome. Glad you like them. So this is our decapitated. That's right, Salway. Clowns don't wear big feet for nothing. Alright, so let's figure out how we're going to attach this head to her hand. I almost dropped the head for the umpteenth time. Alright, so that's not going to work. So the way it's going to be is she's going to be holding his head above his plaque, which I think is going to be really awesome. Yes. So Fat Cat 13 wants me to fart for a like. If you're really into that stuff, you're probably on the wrong channel. But Hansel just farted, so we earned a like. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe, throw a thumbs up, and a fat cat will fart and hotbox himself in his farts. But yes, hot glue is the obvious choice, but right now there is no electricity out here. But I think that's a nice little spinal column that we made for him. Oh, now I'm being threatened. Why can't we all just be friends? Alright, give me a second, guys. Need to grab a little piece of wire because there is no electric out here right now to run the hot glue gun. But hot glue Salway is the best option for what you're talking about. Alright, so Sardine Breath asks, are you committing sins in a place half as scary as it sounds? You are in a parlous shed in the woods. If you were a horror movie villain, I'd get you now. LOL. Whatever you say, boss. It sounds like we're in the woods, but this time we're not. We were in the woods last week. And we slayed all the sea serpents, so you missed that part. Alright, so we have some wire, and I'm going to use the dowel finger remover to strip the wire. If you were here for a previous episode, you would have seen that happen. If you're new here, welcome. You don't have to lurk. Most things that we do here are with audience participation. You guys get to tell me what we're doing with the dolls. Yesterday we voted and we removed Hansel's head, and we made a whole story about what's going on here. So we're gonna wrap this up right now. Sorry, I didn't realize I was working outside the camera view. So how's everybody doing tonight? Sorry, I'm focused on getting the wire out of here. The tool I had is not working properly. Yeah, this is turning into a complete mess right here. But we're going to have it very shortly. I've never had to work so hard to get one little piece of wire. There we go. Okay, guys. So hopefully we got this now. Alright, so we can take away Hansel's body. Alright, so I'm trying to get his. I had to stay on this. Alright, let's see if this worked. Yeah, I think this is the look. Alright, what do you guys think? So this is just temporary, but she's going to be on the shelf above Hansel's decapitated body, holding Hansel's head. So it's going to be something like that. What do you guys think? Anybody? Alright. I guess I'll be talking to myself tonight. So this is the zombie baby we painted last night. Alright. Looks like there's some touches of paint we have to touch up. But you know, I don't think anybody's going to see that. Let me bring this up a little bit. hard on. So we're going to make this eye a little whiter. And now it's time to put the jammies back on this dude. Alright, so this one is going to be barfing. I think we said this one's is puking Pete, because we already did a barfing Betty. So what color vomit should puking Pete have? Anybody? None of this gets done unless you guys tell me or suggest what we're doing with it. Did I lose everybody? Salway, are you still awake? All right. Please consider giving me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And this really only works if you guys suggest. So I'm currently making this guy into puking Pete, so we need to make some vomit. Oh, you know what? I have some vomit I made. I think this was the vomit. Say hello to Puking Pete. They told me they wanted to have like bloody vomit, but I don't know. I don't think it's. So what do you guys think? Are we going to call him done? Or do we need to add more vomit? Oh, holy crap. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't know that this damn thing wasn't cycling. Alright. Sardine Breath asks, is Halloween your favorite holiday? Yeah, absolutely. Shit. Somebody said blue or yellow, red or black, vomit. I'm still here. Okay, I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know what happened. The chat all of a sudden stopped when I blocked somebody that wanted, threatened if I didn't fart that they were going to give us a thumbs down. Like, who does that? That's like some kind of weird extortion. So I'm so sorry. I totally missed everything. So I saw the messages now about adding blood to the vomit. So I'm gonna squirt some blood into here. And this is perma blood. I really don't know how it's gonna mix with the vomit that we made. So let's see what we got now. Sawi, are you still there now? So this is, I added a little bit of permablood. You can see how much darker it is. Hey, buddy. So, is that what you envisioned, or should I like? if I splatter the blood, it's just not doing it. And adding permablood to the vomit made it more red. And then somebody suggested some blue. I don't know that blue is gonna look vomity. Where the hell's yellow paint? Alright, so I just spilled all over this. So this vial now contains yellow, blue, a little bit of orange, permablood, let's see what it made. Oh. I don't know, I think it's losing its vomit ability. But it might not look bad mixed with these other colors we got. So what do you guys think? Thanks, Sawe. Yeah, anybody watching, feel free not to be a lurker. Like, nobody gets judged here. I'm freaking painting dolls in the middle of the night. Your opinions matter, and the way we've made all of these dolls up here, like all of those were all viewer suggestions, and we still have all those garbage bags back there full of dolls that we have to do. And the process is a lot easier if we're all creative together. Please consider giving a thumbs up and speak out. Speak up. Just don't be a jackass and ask me to fart for likes. Like, that's weird. I'm not a shrink, but if you ask somebody on YouTube to fart, or you'll give them a thumbs down or something, that's crazy. That's the same kind of person that's only happy when the lap, or is only happy when the stripper's crying. So, are we going to call this one done? Alright, cool. But in classic E.G. Scary style, I just noticed a little bit. It needs just to continue that drip a little bit. There we go. Now he's done. Alright, so now we got to get back to our bald bitch from yesterday. So let me get this guy. Alright, Sally, do you remember what were we doing with this one before we put her hair back on? Do you remember? So we painted the eyes, gave it a death glaze, painted the porcelain white, hands included. This was all blue. We made some kind of weird polka dot. Everybody decided they wanted her to keep her pearl necklace, so she has her pearl necklace. So Sally, what? Oh crap! I just rubbed vomit on her head. It's gonna have to be covered by hair. All right, what do we want to do to this one now? This is her hair, by the way. So, what do we want to do? Anybody have a suggestion? Make her hair black? Yeah, we could make her hair black. Give me a second. I have to whip up more Yeah, I have no idea why everybody's quiet tonight. I wish a couple more regulars would pop in, but I realized I started the stream way later than normal. And so a lot of the regular people, this is when they sign off. Maybe Marcus from Norway will pop up. But this was a direct result of me having to work late tonight, so I apologize to everyone. All right, so let me get her out of the way so she doesn't get fandangled. All right, I have to whip up a tiny bit of paint. So, Sawi, you want her hair black or just like dirty? Rolling Stones black if possible. It's very specific, and I don't know exactly how to make her head fade to black. Hey, two cats running flat. Yes. No, I understand Paint It Black, it's a song. I know that song. But I'm just saying, like, I didn't know if, like... So, what we're doing to the dolls is this one had an amber hair color, and Sally wants it black. But I thought, like, there's some kind of artist nomenclature that is, like, Rolling Stones black. In fact, the funny thing about the song Paint It Black is there used to be a show called Tour of Duty, and the opening to the song, or to the show, was Paint It Black, and now in reruns they changed it to some weird electronic, not even like synthesizer music from the 80s. It's awful. But it was so awesome for them to play Paint It Black with these helicopters and machine gunners and craziness. Okay, so her hair, this is as black as her hair is going to get, and it's going to have to dry before I put it on her, or it's going to fade. So what are we going to do to her now? The black hair is drying. All right, that's right. So, two cats, you only were here for the scary story campfire stream, right? You've never seen the dolls. So let's introduce you to the rest of the dolls so you can see. Okay, so this was Hansel for Hansel and Gretel. We decapitated him, and this young lady is holding his head and what's left of his spinal column. Then this is Grandma, and Grandma got bit by the zombie baby. This is Karen. She's creepy on her own, so she was voted to be left alone. Then we have Barfing Betty. No, we don't actually have a Gretel, at least not the same size. So, like, obviously there's a big scale difference between Gretel, if that was Gretel, and Hansel. Because he's a good, like, 6 inches, and she's at least, like, 18 inches. But yeah, she's holding his head. And then we just made this one. And then this one, and there's a bunch in here, but she's soaked. I just painted her clothing, so I cannot move her. But so I guess that could be Gretel then. I think somebody else named her something different, or maybe we didn't name her. So yeah, that can be Gretel. And she's holding Hansel's head. And the way they're going to be positioned on the shelf is he's going to be decapitated. Oh, Lucy, that's right. Sawe named her Lucy. That's right. Thanks, Sawe. I totally forgot. I'm horrible with the names. And then this one here is Barry the dog. And then here, let me get this wet one out of the way. And then we just made this guy. This is Puking Pete, and he's drying. Yeah. Oh, this one's stuck. Damn it. Yeah, so Sawe kind of took the creative license to this one. I'm kind of thinking that this one should have the black flowing out of the eyes. Yeah. Well, the clinking porcelain was actually, that one's head is completely cracked, and you heard it clinking together from that. But so the yes, Sawe, is the yes to the clinking porcelain, or is yes to the black black drips out of the eyes? Okay, cool. Black drips. So give me a second to glove back up. Yeah, so Two Cats, we basically work together. I take viewer suggestions as we decorate these things. And anything goes, and there's no wrong answers. And then people kind of interact with each other. But my little area here has become a frickin' mess. It was very well organized. And I was sure, oh, there it is. Nope. I feel like this eye dripper is going to make too big of drips. So let me try this. I'm going to transfer from this one. Thanks, two cats. The problem is with Goodwill is they've really raised their prices, and everything that used to be reasonable is no longer reasonable. It's actually making me resent Goodwill. The majority of these dolls were found at garage sales, rummage sales, and other things like that. Alright, so did anybody see where that towel just went? Where is the towel? I don't know. This one's too freaking runny. So if you're new to the channel, please consider giving me a thumbs up and subscribing. But we're making all these dolls for my yard haunt, the infested farmhouse scene. It's a farmhouse that's been infested by killer crazy dolls, possessed dolls, and everything in between. So does anybody want to describe a doll nightmare? And we'll make that one next. Alright, so I whipped up a little bit more black. Let's just see if it... No. Alright, what do you guys think? This one has a black hair now. The black coming out of the eyes, the blood. I think this one's done. Anybody? Alright, Sawe likes it, and if Sawe likes it, I like it. Sawe, I don't remember. Did we say that this one is done then? She had like the tiniest little bit of splatter. I don't think we painted her. Hold on guys, I'm holding a doll and I'm trying to get the tripod straight. Alright, what do you guys want to do to her? Lose an eye, leave the eyes. Anybody? Alright, everybody think for a second about what we want to do to this one, and type in your suggestions and we'll do it. I'm going to go run and grab a water, so give me a second. Alright. Vampire girl. So you want fangs? Because I am not the best at making fangs. Make her clothes and hair dark while putting blood around her mouth. Alright, well, we could do that. Like just a little drip. More blood or more dirt? Oh, I misunderstood you. Just gonna do a little bit over here. Oh, you changed your mind. Okay. So are we gonna call her done? Well, we could do her hair. But I don't know if this had this. Let's see if her hair comes off. Because it's going to be really hard to keep her the same. Look, Salway, look what you did to me. Oh, Salway. Oh, shit. I did not mean to spray her face like that. But it actually doesn't look bad. Alright, well, we're dealing with paint, not Clairol, so I don't know that her... If I do red pigment, it's probably not going to look the way you're envisioning it. That is what I was going for. Thank you for noticing. Two Cat says with the spray on her face, it looks like she dug herself out of the grave. Absolutely. Because she got kissed with the vampire love. Let me try making a little bit of red hair color. But it's going to look... It's not going to... I don't think it's going to look the way you're thinking. Where the oops. Like, is that what you're thinking, Salway? In the hair? Because to me, it's going to look more like a wound. Yeah, it's looking more like a wound than it is red hair. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Throw a thumbs up. Here, I'm just going to beat it out real quick. I just got it all over my arm. But now we know Sawi likes redheads. Just kidding. Yeah, I agree with that. The problem with the black is the way it absorbs into the hair. It doesn't always look like what we want it to look like. It dyes the hair. This is probably going to be a mistake. I should probably wait for the hair to dry. But I really don't see a difference. I need to add more black pigment, I think, to the mud bottle. Oh, I think we're going too far. I think that Sawe and Kat, do you guys approve? What do you think? Are we going to call her done? Alright, Sawe says done. Sawe says... But I'm just gonna... Super exorbitant. Is good. Oh yeah, good idea. Dirty the fingers. Oh, sure, he got a little dirt on the fingers. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so I think we're going to consider her done. And I think... Like, I just had that towel out here, and I don't know where the hell it went. Alright, so... Alright, so now let's get this one finished. That was as dark as our hair would go. I think this one's done too. What do you guys think? Perfect. Alright, so I've created a situation now where there's so many wet dolls on top of new dolls. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get to any right now. Give me a second. Oops. Let's see if I can find a doll. And we'll do one more and call it a night. Because I started the stream late. And I didn't realize we've already been at this for an hour and a half. Crazy. Alright, so this one came missing a tear already. Alright, so I'm open to your guys' suggestions, but since this one's already bald, I probably have hair laying around that could stick on it. But what if we knock out, hold on, let's see something. Yeah, it's porcelain. There was a couple in here that were rubber. But what if we knock out the eyes and make the mouth open and like make the eyes holes bigger and then have oozing black? Yeah, it would be cool to make her into a female pinhead. She definitely does look like a pinhead. Um, but unfortunately, like that, I need to have the pins propped and all that stuff. Earlier you saw the problems with the wire. Like this would be like, that would be a major undertaking. So respectively, I have to disagree with that for right now. But we can try and do that in the future. It might be easier to do with a rubber doll. But on the fly right now, female pinhead's not going to work. I'm just suggesting things that I have readily available right now. And so what I have available right now is items to dismember. I dismember Mama. So Alright guys, I need you to vote. Yes, keep the eyes. No, lose the eyes. Alright, I need more voters. Keep the eyes, lose the eyes. Keep the eyes, lose the eyes. Because we're a 50-50 split. Can somebody else please vote? I need a tiebreaker. Keep the eyes, lose the eyes. There's at least 12 people watching. Could somebody please decide, are we keeping the eyes or losing the eyes? There we go. We had a tiebreaker. Alright, we're losing the eyes. I lost the eye doctor. Alright, let's see how this one works. There we go. I think the eye doctor is also going to be a dentist. Whoops. That was no bueno. Well, that's what you get for live television. Where's the rest of her face? Yeah, make the head into her purse. That's something. Alright, I think I'm going to let this one dry. Alright, so I'm going to let her dry. And I think she should firm up like this. Where'd the other eyeball go? Uh-oh, her eye's slipping down. Might as well make her into a deformed hillbilly thing. Well, I made a brain, so it's actually coming out. But I did not expect this. Well, I mean, obviously it's expanding foam, so I did expect, but I'm going to let it dry. I'm a little upset that this eye is now getting pushed down. But let's revisit this tomorrow. Because I am, yes, a deformed hillbilly zombie. But I feel like I'm making bad decisions right now. I am getting tired. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Yeah, we could definitely do that. Let's wait for the great stuff to dry. And this will be the first one tomorrow. Because this thing is already, I keep pulling it out and it keeps coming back. So it needs to dry, and then I can carve all this tomorrow. That eye is stuck where it is. Alright, please subscribe to the channel. Everybody please give a thumbs up. And I will see everybody tomorrow. Have the scariest, worst nightmares ever. Good night, everybody. Good night, Sawe. Good night, Two Cats. Me love you guys long time.